Hey everyone, it's Julian from Beauty Cosmos. We're back for a new week of comic books at the store. April 23rd, 2025. It's Laval Comic Con, and we're not going to be there. We're going to be there next year. We're not going to do it this year. We have no staff to really do it. And I'm not available. I'd have to physically be there all weekend, and I can't be there all weekend. So next year we'll do it. This week is a loaded wall. We've got the new Amazing Spider-Man issue, Ultimate Universe, Energon Universe, and Absolute Universe. And Absolute Universe has a lot of reprints this week, too. So it's an important reprint week because it's probably like the last batch of reprints they're doing for the early issues. So there's a lot of comic books, there's a lot of graphic novels that came this week, but we are short a lot of graphic novels because I've had 0 deliveries from Campar all week. 0 deliveries last week and 0 deliveries now. My assumption is that the delivery guy is on vacation and no one's taking his routes. So I have about 10 grand worth of inventory that's just not moved and is stuck at the Lachine warehouse. And if I see no movement again tomorrow morning, I'm going to go there and haggle with like the 17 tracking numbers like, hey, can I get my chef? It'd be really appreciated because it's a lot of inventory is just not moving if he's on vacation or something. And it's really frustrating because this happens a lot with Campar when the guy's not available because everyone refuses to take his route. So it's not just me. Imaginary Carfalaval also hasn't gotten anything.
They could warn people.
I mean, it'd be nice if, Campar did a job. And so, anyways, so a lot of stuff is missing. So we are short on the Rick Remender main covers for the Punisher reprint. But we'll go through all the comic books right now. Issue 4 of Magic. Main cover again by J. Scott Campbell. We've got a couple of copies here. We got a 110 cover from Peach Momoko. It's a Gravity character design cover. So we've got to issue that. And then we move on to Deadpool Wolverine. Strife is back. I don't know if that means anything to you, but if you read Cable in the 90s, Strife, he's a clone of Cable and he's in this issue. Yeah. Amazing Spider-Man number 2, and we're hitting those every 2 weeks, so it's still Pepe Larraz, Joe Kelly. I would assume at least for our first arc. We'll got some John Raymond Jr. later on. Main cover, Pablo Villalobos cover. I don't know what this is. Is it 125 probably? Tony Daniel, 125. Giroso is doing a bunch of these like connecting covers of like the Marvel Universe covers. He's redoing his art style.
Like a sketch.
Yeah, and the 150 are blue sketch covers. I only ordered it because I ordered 100 copies anyways because the Villalobos 100 is virgin. So yeah, I'm basically giving these away because no one's actually collecting these 150s. So $20 for 150 just because we'll probably like raffle them off in the future. But yeah, the Villalobos cover is beautiful because that's why they chose it to be a 150. And yeah, I think there's going to be like a Black Cat cover basically for almost every issue for the first 6 issues. I know there's a one for 4, there's one for 6. Amazing Spider-Man. One World Under Doom, issue 3. I don't really know anything about it because I have pulled it, but I have not been reading it, so I'm very much behind. I have no idea. Main cover, Doomasaur cover. I'm going to say Delotto?
Probably.
Woo! Delotto, sweet. RB Silva, Phil Nato, 125. So, but still a bunch of covers available for One World Under Doom number 3. Avengers 25. So we kind of a key issue here for Jed McKay and Valerio Yoshiti. Issue 25 is the new Masters of Evil. They're being reintroduced in this issue. It's still One World Under Doom, sort of a tie-in, but it's basically not. But yeah, a bunch of characters who are being reintroduced as the new Masters of Evil. You'll see them in this here. There was a 125 where you had the 125 was just like the cover with all the villains, and I almost ordered 25, but our orders for like Avengers have gone sort of stabilized, but it doesn't justify getting 25 copies, sadly. But yeah, Avengers 25, new Masters of Evil, ongoing, is part 1 of, I think it's 1 of 4. Then we'll do some DC, Justice League Unlimited. We are yesterday, this is the part 2, so you need the tie-in with World's Finest, right? So World's Finest, main cover, this is more Delotto, and then Zerdy covers. The Zerdy cover has been doing for the story arc. These have been doing very well. Superman 25. We've got Perry White, who now becomes the mayor of Metropolis, and an old foe takes over the Daily Bugle. So he hasn't been like since the 80s, since the 90s.
I'd say mid 80s.
Mid 80s. So yeah, and so he's it's a reintroduction of a character. So we've got the main cover here. We've got the Jeff the Cal cover with the Superwoman cover, and that's what we have. Then we've got oh boy, Hush 2, Batman 159 main cover here from Jim Lee. This is what. Delotto?
Bermeo?
No, more Delotto. Connectings? Yeah, I think these are connecting covers that he's doing for the arc. And then we've got the foil Jim Lee. This looks like Darwin Cook.
He's dead.
Yeah, it's Michael Cho. All right, cool. This is the 125 cover. 150. And that's the 150 cover.
Yanchi, probably.
Yeah, you got it. Cool. So a bunch of covers available for Hush 2. Absolute Wonder Woman. We've got issue 7, new story arc here. We've got main B,
yeah.
Lyrics Lee, I guess? So. Jessica Fong, sorry, Jessica Fong, she's doing the 150. I guess it's the 125, that's an Ingyuan. Yeah, so the version of Jessica Fong is the 150. We're asking $50. And then Ingyuan is $20. So yeah, all Absolute Wonder Woman. Yeah, we should be okay for a little while. Martian Manhunter, Absolute Martian Manhunter 125. Sorry, main covers. We got a bunch of covers, number 2. Then we've got the reprints. So Batman number 1, 6 printing is the original cover, and just in white instead of black. Just like the Ultimate Universe, then the final printing where they went white. So that's what they're doing here. So 6 printing for number 1. They did a reprint of number 2. I did not order extras because I have lots of number 2s available. Whereas number 3, I'm very low on. So here, number 3s. This is what, 3rd or 4th printing? 3rd printing. Then Absolute Superman. This is the 5th printing, I think. 4th printing for number 1, and I'm gonna guess 4th printing for number 1 for Absolute Wonder Woman as well. 5th printing for Wonder Woman. All right, so Wonder Woman, Kelly Thompson's Wonder Woman, clearly more better seller because we're up to 5th printing and this is up to 4th printing. Or people order more Superman and less Wonder Woman, and been reordered more Superman. Wonder Woman. Brave and the Bold facsimile. This is the facsimile number 60.
Yeah.
The main foil, the first appearance of Wonder Girl, reprinted here. The new Predator series, the new 20th Century Studios. Sorry. This time around, we're doing Predator versus Spider-Man.
Very violent.
So it is a this Predator here is he's a non-clan mate. He's like a rogue predator, and he's like hunting when he's not supposed to be. I don't know. He's very smaller too.
Ambitious.
Oh, okay. So we've got it's still Benjamin Percy's doing it. Marcelo Ferreira was drawing it, and so it's a 4-issue story arc as usual for the Predator series, the Predator verses, anyways. So we've done Wolverine, we've done Black Panther, so now we've got Spider-Man, the main, the 110s, and I don't know, 125 maybe. Yeah, Humberto Ramos, 125.
That's Ramos?
It's Ramos.
Really?
Look at the legs. And then we've got Open Black Panther. We've got 1 copy left of number issue 15. Eddie Brock Carnage. Number 3 is already here, so we've got 1 and 2 in stock.
Charles Soule?
Yeah, Charles Soule's running Eddie Brock this time. And then we've got this variant here that I forget who does this variant. Dan Tara. More facsimiles. We've got facsimile of Uncanny X-Men 134. It is the first appearance of the Black Queen. So, where Jean Grey goes mad, and with the Phoenix Force, and she's involved with the Hellfire Club. So, the facsimile of the first Black Queen, and then they did the 125 cover. Ricky Yagawa, who did this variant 125 cover. So, both of these are available. More comic books. G.I. Joe Ara. One-shot solid missions. This time, Roblox. Main cover, 110 black and white, and B cover for Roblox, one-shot. So we got 1 more week of one-shots. G.I. Joe! Number 6. Finally here, final issue of the story arc. So it was supposed to come out last week. It was delayed 1 whole week because there was a printing issue, except for the 150. We'll show it to you right after. So the main cover is here. There are 2. I forget. Di Federici, who does Void Rivals. And then we've got 110's Nakayama, I guess? Kershaw, sorry. 110 Kershaw. And then we've got Destro for 125. It's done again. Tony Moore who's doing this. And yeah, and the 150 is the spoiler cover. So we've got here.
What's his name?
I had him last week and I forgot it. So this was the only one they brought printed on time. Was the 150 cover. So that's why it's available for a little while. This ties in directly with the free comic book day that happens next week. Mentioning the free comic book day is next Saturday. So you want to pick up the Energon Universe one shot for free. Otherwise, the Energon Universe paid version comes out a month later. Yeah, this is a 150. It's Hound is a Transformer. So all the G.I. Joe final issue of this first story arc, very important issue because we have a fight here. Medieval Spawn, extremely popular Medieval Spawn, 1 of 4 issue. It is a 399. So yeah, we've got 2 copies left. Lilith number 3, my God, it's only been delayed like 3 or 4 months. So Lilith number 3 of 5 from Cornhall. We've only got a main cover left. Everything else has been sold out. Rob Liefeld's Youngblood Deluxe. I thought we had a main cover left. I guess we only have the full reprint of Youngblood Deluxe 599. Supermassive. These were the compilations of Supermassive, the yearly Supermassive. So 22, 23, 24 are included in this graphic novel. We've got Spawn Monolith, all 4 issues of Spawn Monolith in 1 graphic novel. We've got The Writer. This is a graphic novel original by Josh Gad who's doing it. And we've got the this DM cover is exclusive by
Mignola?
Mignola. Original Ultimate Universe, Ultimate X-Men, Volume 1 is being reprinted now. This is by Mark Miller. Yeah, Mark Miller is on, I think, does the first 2 arcs.
Yeah.
First 3 arcs, and then goes to Bendis. But yeah, Ultimate X-Men, Volume 1, Ultimate Collection, and, well, sorry, Modern Ultimate Era Epic Collection. There we go. So we've got Spider-Man so far, X-Men next, Fantastic Four after that, or Ultimates after that. One of the other 2, but the other 2 are coming. So all Volume 1s for first year. The Moon is Fallen was from Di Warren Johnson. Super popular series. The very first volume here. And it's only 2 graphic novels for the complete series once it's completed. High Republic Adventures. Echoes of Fear. This was a 4-issue miniseries for High Republic Adventures. Paranoid Gardens. Honestly, it was super ordered from Gerard Way. So it's a 1 complete graphic novel because the issues were 1 to 6 of Paranoid Gardens. So Gerard Way's.
Die cut cover.
Yeah, look at that. Huh, interesting. And we've got 100 Bullets, volume book 2 of 100 Bullets. Reprint, this was fairly popular. Mutant Genesis, this is Epic Collection, volume 19. It was very much in demand. It's the last issues of X Factor and moves on to X-Men, so only first 3 issues of X-Men. So if you're like me, you're only picking up modern X-Men from Jim Lee, you kind of need this graphic novel because it has those first 3 issues. And I think
Baby Cable goes to the future.
the wraparound picture pages are in here.
Yeah, they had one.
Anyways.
Back in the day.
Yeah. State of the Enemy reprint from Wolverine, Mark Millar, John Romita Jr. This is also, I don't know why they're reprinting it now, but yeah, State of the Enemy, Wolverine 20 for 32.
Probably Hyder.
The final work of Rob Liefeld at Marvel. So Deadpool Team Up, the Blood of the Dragon, the full complete series is here. I was mentioning that we had Punisher by Rick Remender, the reprint. The DM cover, I have some stock left. This one's not great. Alright, because it wasn't taped, the plastic wrap didn't go over correctly, and so this is like a bit ruffled up. Anyways, the Rick Remenders, the DM cover, heavily sold after FOC, so but we still have some copies. It's the main covers that have nothing. Dark Knights of Steel, both the main and DM cover are available of the deluxe edition. This includes all 12 original issues and the one-shot Tales from the Three Kingdoms. So this is the Tom Taylor's original run, and so now that he has re-signed that exclusivity contract, Dark Knights of Steel 2 is coming. Nightwing Rebirth, this is Tim Seeley and Tom King's run. So this is before the Tom Taylor run. This is the Rebirth run. I think it's the first 46 issues. It's a lot, but
Yeah.
no, Batgirl. Not exactly sure which issues. It's written here. There's like a Nightwing Rebirth, Batman. A lot of material here. Anyways,
Many
Nightwing Rebirth.
crossovers.
Yeah. JLA Book 2. I have a lot of copies of JLA Book 2. So from Grant Morrison. Available here. And the final Brave and the Bold from the current, well, I think it's over again, right? They canceled this series. Yeah. So Brave and the Bold, Out of Darkness is volume 2, I guess. Volume 3. Doesn't tell me. Anyways, available now. Gotta get up. My legs. Oh, so much pain. As always, if there is a book you're interested in and you have a comic book hold with the store, feel free to comment down below in the Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube video, and tomorrow morning we'll remove it from the wall and add it to your pull box. You don't have a pull box and you would like to use any of the links that we're attaching down below as well, you can order anything directly. The only book that I just realized I just added here, we got some more manga from Hachette just came in before we filmed. Soul Leveling Volume 2 and Ubel Blatt Volume 2. A deluxe edition Ubel Blatt has now already available, so we're going to put those up a little bit later. But otherwise, you can feel free to use the links to purchase directly, and we'll put it aside, ship it to you, no problem whatsoever. Questions, comments, feel free to reach out to us at info@bdcosmos. And so yeah, we're not I Love All Comic Con, and next week is Free Comic Book Day. That's it for me. If there's anything else, feel free to get back to us. We'll be back next week with more comic book releases. Thank you so much. Bye for now.